Thanks, guys. So BankVault is a cybersecurity innovator. We've got 6 patents filed worldwide, 5 products in market, and we've just released Master Key, which allows you to take your website and convert it to passwordless authentication, and you can do this literally overnight. This is about 10 to 100 times faster than any other solution currently on the market. If you look at the problem, most cyber attacks are targeting our end user PCs and smartphones, and the goal is identity theft, is to take over your accounts and steal your money. Two-factor authentication is a really great idea. It's solid, but it's clumsy and it's not infallible. If I've hacked your browser, I've only got to change the bank account number behind the screen. You're going to then authorize it with your banking fob or your Google Authenticate. The cyber breach happens, it's catastrophic. Passwordless authentication is the solution. This year is predicted to be a $35 billion industry growing at 30% compound annual growth rate. So this is astronomical. This is a fundamental change. And there's a lot of solutions available on the market. They all have one major roadblock, which is the implementation. This is a major project because you've got to change the way identity is measured at the back end. You've got to deploy client software to the users. You've got to go through the change management project of setting them up. And the scarcest resource is your tiny secure technology team. Our solution has actually very deep IP, but it is so simple for the users. It's essentially invisible. What we're doing is we're harnessing the user's mobile phone's browser. This is deployed by the front face of the web server. And there are 3 component technologies. One is an encrypted invisible keyboard that either generates or captures user credentials. We then retrieve these to create the passwordless authentication. And this is multi-factor authentication, but done in one step that's invisible to the users. So the user experience is seamless. They go to the website and it simply logs them in. There's nothing installed on either device, and there's no setup. We can add on other things like your biometric scan, etc. And again, there's no software installed on the devices. So for a deployment, this is 10 to 100 times faster than other solutions. There is no change management required. There's no technology risk because there's no single point of failure, and there is no security risk. We have a number of projects going live right now. We have revenue. Our largest prospect right now is Verizon. We're in deep talks now with Bank of New York Mellon, organizations like Canva with hundreds of millions of users. We can do small as well at the small end. Solid management team. One of the really interesting characters here is Whitfield Diffie, who is the father of internet encryption as we know it today, Diffie-Hellman Key Exchange. He's an advisor and shareholder. And the ask here is simply try this with your own website. It's 20 lines of code. You can deploy it in 20 minutes. We're also raising a Series A if anybody is interested in investing. This is passwordless authentication is now the top of the cybersecurity industry in terms of raises. So it's an exciting opportunity. Thanks.